Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and I got a really cool truck in yesterday. So I had to do a Truckin' Tuesday today instead of waiting until Friday to do a Free It Friday. We are going to crack open this bad boy here, the new Hobby Lobby exclusive 78 Chevrolet Silverado 30. And it is a great looking truck except for the ladder rack. That's just my opinion. I'm not a big fan of those ladder racks. Every single truck that I have with the rack, I take it off. So it's not something that I like. Some people do. And I just prefer them to be plain conservative stock looking trucks without any Coca-Cola writing or anything like that on them. I do have one that still has Shell on it, but there wasn't much I could do about it, and I probably wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't for the case that it came in a 2-pack of Christmas ornaments. So I did some mods on it, made it look a little better. But we'll be showing those to you guys someday coming soon. Probably, I don't know, we'll do a video on some of the mild custom dualies that I've done. But anyways, this guy here, as you can see, it was $11.99 at Hobby Lobby. And I did have to buy this in the secondary market, unfortunately. Not because I couldn't find one at Hobby Lobby, just because Hobby Lobby is hard to find here in this state. There's only one that I know of that's close by, and close by meaning 70 miles away. So for me to go and get one of these, it would have been a 140-mile drive. And since I drive an OBS Chevy truck, it would have cost me, I don't know, like $3 a gallon, a little over $3 a gallon, and the truck gets 15 miles to a gallon. So I would have wasted upwards of 9 or 10 gallons of gas to go there and back. To just find out that they probably didn't have one to begin with. So that's why I just bit the bullet and I paid $35 for one on eBay. Yeah, but anyways, as I said, I would spend that much in gas and the trouble of going there, wasting 2-3 hours of time. Yeah, about 3 hours of time. And as you can see, these are very limited. They're more limited than the Dodge was. I think the Dodge was 6,000 pieces. I could be wrong. It may have been 4,400 also, but I could have swore it was 6,000 and the chase piece was 600. But I might be wrong about that. Or it may even been lower. It may have been 3,600 pieces with 300 chase pieces. Don't remember. So anyways, this one is limited to 4,400 pieces, and there are 400 chase pieces worldwide. Now, I will have to say that probably in about 2 months, just like the Dodge truck, these will fall in price on eBay. Right now, there's guys on there wanting $60 to $80 for a regular one, and people wanting between $200 and $250 for the chase. The chase probably is going to be a solid $150 to $200 whenever things kind of pan out and all of them are in the wild. And then the regular one will probably remain a $30 to $40 truck. That's why I felt good with spending $35 with shipping and everything. It was like $40. So it really was not a bad deal. But, yeah, I still think they will remain between 30 and 40. The Dodge truck fell drastically. It's only going for like $20, maybe 25 tops. And the chase is down to like 75 to $80. So, yeah, I just wanted to get one of these when I found it for 35. So that's why I jumped the gun and bought one. Because I have a feeling, this being a square body dually, that the price is going to stay high. Kind of like the OBS truck. They're still going for, I think, upwards of like $30 a piece for the regular and around maybe 100, 150 for the chase one. So I think the same thing will be with this guy here. But anyways, guys, the background of the package is cool. It says 78 Chevy pickups, and it has the blueprint of the cab itself On the back side has the same thing, and then it has like your choking hazards and your licensing and such, and your UPC code is up on the right corner, and where to find M2 online. There's their web address, and I've already cut the back of this like a door, so it flips up, and this will pop out, and the truck is in an acrylic case, which is cool. And I know a lot of people probably are not going to open theirs. I had to open this one. If it didn't have the rack, I may have considered leaving it packaged. But because it has the rack, I'm going to have to get that rack off of this thing. That's just me, though. So anyways, it is a beautiful two-tone blue. A lot of guys were kind of disappointed because it is very similar to the Mexican AutoZone release, and it is true, but the Mexico AutoZone one has like more of an iridescent, like pearlescent kind of paint, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a satin color, just like the ornaments from Walmart. That color is like a, I don't know, not really a gloss, but it does look really nice. It's kind of a flat look, and it has a pearl to it. I think that's iridescent, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the difference between the Mexico release. And then also, I don't think the hood is light blue. I think it just has the light blue insert on the side. So it is a little bit different. So I don't think you guys have to worry about the value going down that drastic on the Mexico AutoZone release. I'm taking the base off because, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the rack. I'm not going to do it on video because it does take a little time and finagling, and I have to be careful so I don't scratch the truck. But anyways, yeah, I am going to take it off. As you can see, you have the little nipples coming through there, there, and there. Sometimes they're easy to pop off. Sometimes they break. Like the first couple I took off were kind of easy to get off. But the other one that I took off, I don't know, a week or two ago, had broke this big tab back there. I could not get it off for some reason. But anyways, these are really cool looking trucks. As you can see, as I was going to say too, it has a metallic in the blue, which is really nice. So not a bad looking truck at all. So yeah, we're going to get the rack off, and I will post a pic of it here on YouTube as soon as we get the rack off of it, so you guys can see what it looks like. In my opinion, it'll look much better. But guys, that's all we have for today for our Truckin' Tuesday, and we will be back again tomorrow for Wagon Wednesday, because I found a very hard to find wagon that I've been searching for too, for a decent price. It is the black counterpart to the lead sled, but unfortunately, even though it was carded and I got it open, the right side of the car has some, not really paint issues. I think the rough look is in the casting and not the paint. But you guys can see it tomorrow for our Wagon Wednesday. Be sure to turn on your notification bell so you know when we do launch that video or any other video, and give us a thumbs up to help us move up in the algorithm. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.